Welcome back. In news coming in, the Supreme Court has declined to direct Parliament to form the Uniform Civil Code. In fact, the Supreme Court has junked a petition seeking to issue direction to the Parliament to implement the Uniform Civil Code. Chief Justice of India T.S. Thakur has said that the law is settled on this matter and that the judiciary cannot step into the role of the legislature. Anusha Soni joins us for more on this. Anusha, a very important point there, but just clarify this. Didn't the Supreme Court earlier maintain that they would not interfere in this matter and that it's for the Parliament to take a call on the Uniform Civil Code and the law is clearly settled on this matter?
Avantika, this is a very interesting matter to look at it legally and also sociologically. If you remember, there is already a suo motu cognizance that the Supreme Court has taken on the rights of the Muslim women and especially under the Muslim personal laws. There is a case going on, a special bench has to be constituted. Today, what the Chief Justice of India has said is that this petition was seeking that the Parliament should be directed to implement the Uniform Civil Code under the earlier Supreme Court judgments which upheld the gender equality. Now, what the court has said is that we're not going into the merits of the matter, one, and secondly, we cannot direct the Parliament, we cannot issue a mandamus. So, of course, this is a very fine point that he's making, but there are two cases already going on in the Supreme Court. One is a matter in which a Christian minority community has come forward and challenged the divorce laws, and another special bench constituted suo motu by the Supreme Court examining the personal laws. This is on the limited point of we cannot direct the Parliament to implement the Uniform Civil Code.
All right, but what does this mean for the Parliament? Because clearly the CJI has said that judiciary cannot step into the role of the legislature. But the NDA, we've seen recently how the government has fallen back into the whole debate of getting the Uniform Civil Code to counter that intolerance debate.
Absolutely correct, Avantika. This is a very political matter, and in fact, I must take you through the observations which were made today by the Chief Justice of India. He questioned the petitioner in this case, which is a lawyer called Mr. Upadhyay. He was the one who had put in this petition. He questioned the motives of the petitioner. He said when someone from the minority community has not been made a part of this PIL, why should the petitioner come forward and say? So in a way, questioning the locus standi of the petitioner. He also said that the key petition in which he quoted the preamble, the constitution and everything else and said that the Parliament should be directed, the law is very well settled. There are no exceptional situations in which the Supreme Court can direct the Parliament to make a law. Even if you go back to the NJAC judgment, even in that judgment, the Supreme Court scrapped the existing law. It did not direct the Parliament to make another law.
All right, Anusha, very important points there. And of course, this is something that one needs to understand in depth, the Uniform Civil Code being a rather sensitive matter. But for now, thank you so much for joining us.